Hi, my name is Ryan from Eurologic, and today I want to talk about our Stage 1 fuel pump for the Mark IV Volkswagen platform, which covers all Jettas and GTIs. It does not cover the all-wheel drive versions, so the R32 or the Audi TT. They have saddle tanks which have different plumbing inside the tank. We do have a solution in mind for those cars, but we haven't been able to test them yet, but look for them at a later date. So this fuel pump setup is based on a single Walbro 450 pump. We developed this for a 25 year old platform because nobody's ever fixed the starvation issue that these cars have under a quarter tank. External surge tanks are an option, but I never felt like they were a solution. They're loud, they require a lot more plumbing, lines, fittings, you have to figure out where to mount it, so it's not ideal for everyone. So the goal here was to develop a solution that keeps the pump submerged in fuel at all times, not just keeping what's in the basket in there with check valves or baffles, but a way to actually feed fuel into the basket. And so we do that by using a venturi jet pump to siphon fuel from the bottom of the basket, and the jet pump creates suction when the return is fed into the venturi, and then when that happens, that creates suction, and so then it draws fuel into the basket. And so that's the theory behind it. And when the venturi is working properly, basically there's just a constant flow of fuel into the basket. The basket is going to be overflowing with fuel, in a sense. So that's the theory behind it and how it works. So who is this suited well for? Well, the Stage 1 setup is suited for anyone that is in the 500 wheel horsepower range and below. It could feed well beyond that, depending on the boost levels you're running and base pressure and whatnot. So from my experience in the Mark IV platform, basically that covers, in my mind, at least 80% of even big turbo 1.8Ts or VR6s that are on boost. The majority of them are in that 400 to 500 horsepower range. And so to install it, it does require very minor modification to the stock housing. But basically that only modification is to make a hole for the bulkhead for the fuel pump wiring to be able to pass through. The rest is just swapping the stock basket for the aluminum one, which we provide, and then just connecting the fuel hoses to the top hat and bolting this aluminum basket to the hanger. Also included is a plug that, so this is the wiring that's going to connect to the pump inside the tank, and then this is passed through the bulkhead. And then on the outside here, this wiring, we include a plug. It needs to be pinned, but all the pins and seals are there, so that you're able to have a plug on the outside that you could easily detach from your relay, so that you're able to take the pump in and out of the car very easily. The pump does require a relay to be set up in the car. It's very basic though. It's a 4-wire relay, so you're going to have positive power from the battery, ground, and then a signal which you could get under the dash for the pump to turn on and off, and then another ground. And so basically from the relay, you're going to have the positive and negative feed here, and then, but that's really it. Stock lines are gonna fit just fine, and so you could look for this on our website, and be on the lookout also if you do have an R32 or TT, or you're looking for a solution that has twin pumps or a billet top hat. All that stuff we're going to be releasing soon, hopefully before the end of the year. So keep a lookout for that, and follow us on Instagram. You can see us doing a lot of behind the scenes kind of testing of this, so you can see exactly how it works, and follow us on YouTube.